Michael Eldridge. Come on.
Hey, how's it going? You good? Yes. Yeah, I'm good. Happy to be here. Real confidence booster. Murat, thank you. Really got me in the right frame of mind to tell some jokes. Yeah, it's nice to be here. It's nice not to be at home mostly. That's kind of what's going on. And that's because last week, this is honestly a true story, my parents found out that my brother's a drug dealer. It is wild. It is so tense. My parents are making a massive deal of it. My brother's pretty upset. I think it's kind of worse for me, though, because now I need a new drug dealer. It's tough to find room service and find here. But I don't know what to do about it. Like, when I was younger, I had like a pretty surefire technique of how to deal with this kind of thing. Like, I'd just hide in the personalities of my favourite people. Like, my favourite celebrities, I'd copy everything they did. Like, for example, I used to be a massive fan of Tom Daley. You know Tom Daley, the diver? He's like similar age to me. When 2012 happened, he was so inspiring. Went down to my local swimming pool the next day, tried out some homosexuality. It's decent. It's not that bad. It's a good thing I have my goggles. Used to copy God as well. Always been pretty into God. You know, the Lord God. Yeah, probably top 5 celebs for me, I'd say. I was really into his early stuff. Yeah. Getting into God sort of really inspired me to just stop returning people's calls. Who else? Used to copy Liam Gallagher a lot. You know Liam Gallagher? Yeah. One half of Oasis. I'm just going to... These are all my brother's jokes. But yeah, it's nice to be here. I'm having a nice time. Pretty good. I'm having a good year so far. And I think a lot of that's because I came out last year, which is pretty cool. So easy. Now it's just easy. You just tell people it's nice. But yeah, I should say, when I say that, I feel like I should say, like, I didn't come out as like textbook gay. It was the whole bisexual thing. It's not the same, because sitting your parents down, telling them you're bisexual, it's just a lot like sitting them down to tell them you're an omnivore. It's nobody cares. But I don't know. I'm kind of late to the whole situation. I should have really seen it coming, because my dad used to call me gay. So he once called me gay because I soft-boiled an egg. He called me gay because I passed GCSE French. kind of fair enough, I feel. Called me gay because he caught me sucking off my Spanish exchange. What am I like? Juan Manuel was like, Dios mío. But yeah, that was all right. I should have seen it coming though. Like, I'm 24 now. That feels kind of late. Do you know what I mean? Like a little bit late. And it's a lot of soul searching for me to figure out whether I was just like severely repressed and couldn't deal with figuring that kind of thing out, or whether I'm just like so polite and well-mannered that I was just like patiently waiting in the LGBTQ. That's a plant, coming in with the assist. Appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to when you come off as well, because basically what happened at the beginning was Johnny was doing his thing and she went, I can do that. She's just wholly disrespectful. I think we're okay. Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you. This is yeah, I once got called gay by a girl I had a one-night stand with, which is not what you're after. She said that me going down on her, which I thought was like very kind, was was too familiar and pretty gay. I know. Unbelievable.
My name is Vitaly. I'm Russian. It is not a threat. I moved to the UK in 2016 for work. I worked on Brexit quote. Before I start, I want to check. You all guys know, right, that stand-up comedy was invented in Soviet Union. The greatest stand-up comedian ever was Joseph Stalin. I mean, I have never seen him myself, but from what I've heard, he always killed the audience. You probably didn't have it in the news here, but last week in Russia there were nationwide riots and protests against the new pension law. Basically, Russian government increased pension age for men from 60 to 65 years, which feels alright, but average life expectancy in Russia is 63. So you understand? You understand, right? Those men will have to work for 2 more years after they die. British men don't work after they die. A different culture. Alright, let's keep it interactive. Give me a cheer if you like popular music. I hate popular music. And that's because most of the time, pop songs are factually inaccurate. And I only listen to factually accurate music. That's why I really love Russia's national anthem. It goes like that. Glorious Russia, big and strong. Big and strong. Factually accurate. Now, compare that, for example, to Justin Timberlake's Cry Me a River. What the fuck? I have been to Crimea. There is no river. Sorry, what did you say? No, what did you just say? You want to hear about my childhood? Okay. I'm going to tell you a story about my childhood. It's a good story. Last week when I told this story to Emily, my therapist, she left and went to see her therapist. So let's try. First of all, when you were children, I assume you all watched porn with your granddad. Just me? So, I watched porn with my granddad. And just to be clear, I mean me and my granddad, we watched porn together. I don't mean porn with my granddad. That would be cool, but no. So when I was like 6 years old, I used to stay at my grandparents a lot, right? And when I was there, pretty much all the time, me and my granddad, we were watching his VHS collection of soft porn. You guys know what soft porn is? Yeah, some of you had childhood. For others, I will explain. So, soft porn is like normal porn, but camera focuses not on penis and vagina. Camera focuses on woman's tits and man's face. So completely child-friendly. Kinda. Probably not. But I still love love soft porn because it has some really sophisticated plots. Like, what do you see in normal porn? Exactly. Plumber comes to the house, meets slutty housewife. I don't know why I'm pointing at you now. And they have sex, right? That's it. That's boring.
How we doing, guys? So the last act mentioned the Spice Girls. Have we got any Spice Girls fans in? What's your favourite song? I don't know that one, right? But my favourite song is When Two Becomes One, right? Which everybody knows is about the reunification of Ireland. When two Northern Irelands and the Republic of Ireland become one Ireland, right? No one ever gives the Spice Girls credit for their political insight and the Irish Republican overtures of all their songs. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Do you know what those girls want? A united fucking Ireland, that's what they want. Stop right now, thank you very much. I need somebody with the human touch. That's just reference to the people of Northern Ireland not wanting to be ruled by London anymore because they think Jacob Rees-Mogg has lost his human touch. And now they want to be ruled by Dublin. I've overmilked that fucking Spice Girls bit, haven't I? I've fucking overmilked that. Have you ever heard this thing, right? In Japan, they have a word that literally means overworked sudden death syndrome, right? There's people in Japan that work so hard that they just drop dead suddenly, right? I tell you something for nothing. It would never happen in Ireland. If a member of your family died from overworked sudden death syndrome, you'd have to move area out of fucking embarrassment. Your parents would be like, don't tell anyone what really happened to your uncle. 100 years of building up a good family name, all for one bad egg to fuck it all up by going down the Nintendo factory and becoming a workaholic. You know, there's been murders and bank robbers in my family and we rode that shit out, right? But overworked sudden death syndrome, I'd have to change my name and move to Argentina like Hitler and Eva Braun did after World War II. And if you don't know Hitler lived in Argentina, all I can say is you've been brainwashed by the fake news and the mainstream media. Okay, that's fucking, I'm chancing my arm with that shite, right? I recently got mugged though, right? I was down on Brighton Beach and I got mugged, right? Two guys held me down, right? And they took my wallet, my phone, my cigarettes and my lighter, right? So I said to one of the guys, I was like, listen man, I'm going to be traumatised after this. Will you leave me a cigarette? And he was like, fair enough, right? And then he goes, I tell you what, I'm going to keep your lighter, but you can have my matches. So I was like, thank you, right? And then he looked at my wallet and he goes, you got £40 there. I tell you what, I'm going to take your money and your phone, but you can have your wallet and your cards, right? So I was like, fucking hell, man, that is decent. You know, people always give out about getting mugged, but it wasn't too fucking bad, right? I didn't even smoke the cigarette because I wasn't traumatised. I actually haven't smoked since. Best thing that ever fucking happened to me. You know? But we live in a very unequal society, right? I have a friend who works for a hedge fund, right? And for their last staff do, a band came and played a private gig for them, right? Do you know who the band was? The Killers. The Killers played a gig for 180 employees, right? I work in the NHS. Our last staff do was a bring your own beer, karaoke night in Nando's. You know, those fuckers get the Killers, right? I said that in a university once, right? And the minute I said I worked for the NHS, this woman got up clapping and cheering, and I got a standing ovation for working for the NHS, right? I don't work for the NHS. I made it up for that joke. I worked for that hedge fund. And we are gonna fuck the NHS up. I said that in Canary Wharf once, right, and they all started cheering. So I just stood there like the Wolf of Wall Street. Do you know how fucking weird it is to have a room full of dickheads cheering you for pretending to work for a hedge fund that's gonna fuck the NHS up when you actually work for the fucking NHS? But there's a lot of homeless people in London, right? I was talking to a homeless guy the other day, and he was telling me he was up in court for burning down a building site. And I said to him, did you do it? And he goes, I don't know. And I said, what did you tell the police? And he goes, I told them I can't remember, but it sounds like something I would do.
Please welcome to the stage, Michael Akadiri. Come on!
All right, everyone all good, yeah? Lovely, lovely. First things first, who here's been to Las Vegas? Yes. So you guys will know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, especially when you overspend and tell the bank you've been done by fraud. Spending $500 on 2 bottles and a stripper? Come on, Barclays, you know that wasn't me. You know I want to be that foolish, man. And since then, Barclays don't trust me. And they scrutinize my every movement. Like just the other week, I walked into the Gucci store. And as soon as I walked in, my phone rang. And it was Barclays. They were like, what do you think you're doing in here, sir? Stay in your Primark lane. But talking about money, I've been getting a lot of invites to dinners at these fancy London restaurants. Like not so long ago, Charlene invited me to her birthday at the Shard. But that Charlene, I like you. But not that much. Because you're a Nando's birthday meal friend at best. So I was like, look, I'm not going. And Charlene's my girlfriend. No, I'm fucking around. I took Charlene to the Shard for her birthday. And we dropped up a classy 3-course meal. And the bill comes, and it's £200. I know straight away I took a photo of that bill, sent it to my landlord. I was like, this month, the Shard have your rent money. But the thing, I didn't even pay yet, so I tried to pay now. And I put my PIN in. Then I look at the card reader, and it says, not a chance. So that's a crisis, So I do what any real man would do in a crisis, what any real independent man would do. And I called my mum. I was like, Mum, have you got £200? She's like, who's chasing you? I was like, no. I was like, Mum, no, I'm just at the Shard, I'm struggling to pay. She's like, the Shard? When there's toast at home, you foolish boy. Talk about my mum, I actually want to shout her out. My mum passed her driving test recently. Can I have a bit of love for my mum right now? I appreciate that, man. I have to let her know you guys did that for her. But it's funny though, when I think about it, it's funny though, because she drove me to school for 15 years. School was really important, man. It was really important. We're talking about my mum. You guys know when your mum calls you by your first name followed by your surname, you know you're in trouble, right? But for me, it's a little bit special because I'm Nigerian, so I have several names. To put that in perspective for you, my G, Michael's not even my real name. It's not. It's just an acronym for all the other names. So all I hear the other day, all I hear is Madupe, Akena, Chibodzo, Henry, Abimbola, Ezekiel, Lamre, Akadiri. Come here now. Come here right now. So I'm all shook. I'm worried. I'm thinking, did she find out it was me that smoked her weed? I don't know. So I walk into the living room now and I see her there. And all she says to me is, turn on the TV. I think, is that it, all 7 names for the flipping TV? The irony is you needed one name to turn that TV on, one name. And that name is Alexa. But talking about names, though, I usually change my name when I apply for jobs, because a Nigerian name could be a red flag for some recruiters. She knows, innit? She knows that that's how she likes it. But I got rejected from one job when an interviewer accused me of sending romantic emails. Them romance scam emails to his nan. I was like, look, your nan is not my type, bruv. But your daughter is, though. Because I like to fight hate with love. And that's why it's on my bucket list. It's on my bucket list to sleep with a racist man's daughter. Put a baby in her. Call that baby Muhammad Ali Akbar. So I can be like Nick.
That's Michael Akadiri! Please on the stage, Sam Wyatt! Yeah, come on!
Hello, Greenwich, you good? Anyone not pissed yet? All right? I saw like quite a few people fucked off already. That's always good. Lovely stuff. So yeah, it's been a bit of a weird half, isn't it? I've been sort of sitting at the back trying to work out what you guys like, and apparently it's pregnant women and a really angry little fella who broke the microphone. So that's good to know. And there are vegans in. Give me a cheer if you're a vegan again. No? A few? No, being vegan's great. It helps you lose friends. Sorry, guys. Was that one a bit cheesy for you? Are you all right? Thank you very much. Got some lovely couples in, you guys together. And what's your name, sorry? Georgie. What's your husband or boyfriend or Tinder date's name? Dave, with the weirdest fucking voice in the world, apparently. That's good, isn't it? What's Dave's weirdest, most annoying habit? You're just his care worker. Lovely, lovely support. Well, I'll tell you mine, because that segue didn't work. Basically, my wife's a bit of a sleep Nazi. Do you know what I mean? She sleeps like that. But I'm out tonight, right? I'm out tonight. So what she does when I'm not in is she is a fucking bitch, right? She'll take the cover like that, right? She'll get this corner, get all snug into that. Yeah, love that. Oh, but a bit of a cold shoulder there. So she'll bring that bit round, right? Does anyone else do that? So I'm left with a fucking Dorito-sized bit of fucking duvet. It's fucking bullshit, right? I said to my mate, what should I do? And he went, I don't know, mate, it's not a problem for me. My duvet's much bigger than that. So that was good of him. She's a teacher as well. Teachers, give me a cheer. Right, she's a teacher as well, right? And so she's a bit, right, this happened over Christmas, and this is actually what happened. You might not believe me. And she is fine now. So I was making her dinner. It was her favourite dinner. I said, pickle, dinner's ready. Call her pickle. Don't worry about it, it's fine. I said, pickle, dinner's ready. She ran down the stairs, and she fell down the stairs and landed in a crump. She's fine, but she had bruises all up her arm, black eye. It was a nightmare. But I'm so fucked up that my first thought was, no one is going to fucking believe this. They're not. Oh, look at me. She's tiny. It's ridiculous. Right? It's unbelievable. So I don't want her colleagues to think that she's in an abusive relationship, so I've had to keep her locked in the bedroom until the swelling goes down. No, oh, bless her though. She keeps banging on, let me out. That was my mate. So my mate's a bit thick, right? I'll give you an example, right? He was around... Oh, yeah, he's smashing. He is smashing. Thank you. So he was round the other day and we were watching Match of the Day, and after Match of the Day finishes, that's not when it's time to leave, but he didn't fuck off. So it was a bit weird. So I said, Dave, are you going? He went, I'm not fucking going, mate. It's haunted. I went, it's haunted. You're 30 fucking years old. He went, right, you explain this to me. I was sitting in the other day, right, out of nowhere, all the lights just cut off and came back on again. Right? And I went round, checked the electrics, happened again. Cut off, came back on again. And you fucking explain that to me. I said, Dave, are you sure you weren't blinking? He's happened again! Bless him, he's thick as shit. He voted for Brexit. Any Brexiteers in? We're in Greenwich, of course they're not. No, that's good. I don't mind. See, I don't get politics. I don't really understand them, so I stay out of them. Like when someone asks me to vote for the leader of a political party, I don't really know what that means. So I just vote for the person that I think would be best at a party. Do you know what I mean? So I voted for Corbyn last time. Corbyn looks like he's always got a cheeky spliff on him. You know what I mean? Don't vote. Theresa May looks like the mum of the person having the fucking party. Just locked in the room waiting for everyone to go home. Do you know what I mean? She's got one of those faces. The worst person, David Cameron would be the guy who told you to have the fucking party, mate. It'll be brilliant. Have a party, be quality. And as soon as the time comes to clean up the fucking mess, he's fucked off, hasn't he? Unbelievable. My favourite person to have at a party would be Winston Churchill, though. For all the political leaders, it'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Got stories for days, loads of cigars for everyone, and if anything gets broken, he can cover the insurance. Brilliant, isn't it? It's good. Best thing that politics has done recently is dealing with the moped gangs. Everyone in London is in? Everyone from London? Yeah! Right, so that's the best thing they've done recently, right? So for those of you who don't know, there was a gang, loads of gangs going around on mopeds, nicking phones and watches and stuff off of comedians, kind of. So Johnny's not got his Rolex anymore, it's a shame. But basically, what they did, does anyone know how they dealt with it? They ran them off their fucking bikes! It's amazing, isn't it? It's the best thing we've done in ages. It's amazing.
Please on the stage, Trevor Bickles, come on! Evening, me work. That's what I like to hear. My name's Trevor. I'll tell you a bit about me. I'm from the East End of London. I'm from a place called Newham. You got some Newham in? Do you know, growing up in the East End was tough, right? Most of the kids in my school were sent to prison on work experience, right? I remember once as well when I was at school, I called my teacher Dad by mistake. Do you know, I got bullied for weeks for knowing who my dad was. And having a name like Trevor Bickles as well, I got teased a lot at school. I got called things like Tommy Pickles and Biggles. Do you know what they called me the most? Fat fuck, right? Not everyone at my school were wrong uns, though. No, we had some successful people. Like, we had a guy in The Apprentice. Yeah, you know, the black cab driver at the end who drives them off. Yeah, he's my mate. Yeah. Times have changed for me a lot. I've moved. I live in quite a nice, very kind of middle-class area of London. Things like Sawyer, Chai and Mung Bean are all very popular where I live. Me, I prefer more traditional names for children, but... where I live as well, right? Where I live as well, they've got different names for things. Like, my missus told me that our neighbour was polyamorous. I said, well, she should see someone about that. She went, no, polyamorous means someone who has multiple partners. I went, See, where I'm from, we call them slags. Now, when I was growing up, I never really seen my dad a lot. He spent a lot of his time in the Royal Navy, which was our local pub. And unlike a lot of local pubs, there's always that one dodgy geezer in there selling stuff. My dad was always buying stuff off him. I was the only kid at school with Addy Bass trainers. I went to visit my mum recently. My mum's been going through some old baby photos and she found some of my brother. Now, my brother was a fat baby. And when I say fat, his first word was Greg's, right? As we got older, my brother's lost a lot of weight. He looks very kind of skinny and gaunt. He reminds me of the actor Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, because when he was younger, he was really cute, and now he looks like a heroin addict. Saying that, my brother says, I remind him of Eminem, the red one. I'm also married. Thank you. I had one of those arranged marriages. She arranged it, I turned up. But now I'm married, everyone keeps asking me when are we going to be having kids, and we've been trying to avoid the subject. In the end, my dad pulled me aside and he said, look, Trev, I'm going to have to address the elephant in the room. said, that's your daughter-in-law, Dad, you can't call her that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Me and my wife recently bought one of those Amazon Echo Dot things. You know what those are? The ones we got to shout, Alexa. Alexa's not talking to me at the minute. She's got a right hump. Called her Siri by mistake. Right. I got accused of cheating as well. Actually, it's true, I got accused of cheating. I was sitting in the living room, the missus come walking in. I went, you all right, love? She went, fuck off. So I thought, well, she's in a good mood today. So I said, what's the matter with you? She went, you know what you've done? Last night, in my dream, you and Sheridan Smith were in our bed, fucking. I thought, my God, we're having the same dreams now. My wife likes, it's that time you were looking to book a holiday. I suggested maybe something like Spain or the Greek islands. My missus said, no, she doesn't want to go there because she doesn't like the heat. No. So I went with my wife's choice of holiday, the Maldives. I said, babe, you do realise the Maldives is a very hot country. She said, yeah, I know, but it's a different sort of heat. I said, yes, it's called expensive heat. We recently went shopping for a bed as well. My missus says, look, we need to find a bed we can both find comfy and both get a good night's sleep. So I suggested a bunk bed. She suggested I shut my mouth. Anyway, in the end, we didn't find a bed. That night, I thought, you know what, I'll try something spicing up the sex life. So I went, here, babe, sit on my face. She went and put a cushion down first, right? So I thought, right, this ain't working, we'll try something else, we'll try some porn.